Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Psyko Speaks. I'm Psycho. In today's video, we'll be discussing suicide. The word suicide caught your attention, didn't it? The truth is, suicide catches everyone's attention. It's the action that leads up to suicide that goes unnoticed. See, a lot of people are wanting to talk about suicide, but are afraid that they'll, I guess, of the reaction they'll get. See, talking about suicide doesn't put the idea in their head, but instead is usually a relief to them. It lets the person know that you are open to talk about suicide and allows them to open up about it. Using the word suicide establishes that you are talking about the same thing. And I know a lot of you are like, well, how do I go about talking about such a sensitive subject? So in this video, what we'll go over is how to address the situation, what you can do to help a person that is going through suicidal thoughts or tendencies. And hopefully together we'll save the next life. Here's what you can do to help a person that's going through suicidal thoughts. So your do's are you want to reach out. You want to reach out to them, let them know that you're there to talk no matter what. Ask questions about it. Ask questions like, I really can't give you any examples, honestly. Just ask questions, whatever comes to your mind. Show that you care. Encourage your friends to talk. Listen without making judgments. So you're not going to want to judge them for the battle that they're going through. It's not something that you want to do. And a lot of people will criticize or, like I said just now, judge or something like that. They have a habit in blowing things out of proportion. And at that point in time, if they feel comfortable enough to come open about their suicidal thoughts, you definitely want to stay calm and don't criticize. Talk openly about suicide is what you want to do. Definitely talk openly about suicide. Like I said before, remain calm. I know it's hard to remain calm when you find out something like that. Trust me, it's difficult. It's not an easy topic to talk about. But remaining calm is the best thing you can do for that person. That'll let them know that you're wanting to be there to help. Be positive. Suggest people you can both turn to. Find different people that you can trust to talk to with situations like this. Know your limits. So like if they're not wanting to open up anymore about it, then don't force them to talk about something they don't want to talk about. Getting help, I know it's harder to do that. It's really hard to seek help, especially with something like that. But that honestly would be the best route to go. In the long run, you'll thank yourself and they'll thank you as well. Act quickly if you think your friend is in danger. So if you think that they're actually attempting it or something like that, try to stop it as fast as you can. Don't let them succeed with it. Also, don't make your friends' problems seem unimportant. Anything involving suicide is very important. Don't act shocked like you didn't know. Don't keep your friends' suicidal plans secret. As much as you want to, and like I know like at some point it's gonna feel like that's the better thing to do, but in reality getting help, as much help as you can, is actually the better thing to do. Um, don't ask your don't ask your friend to think about how his or her suicide will make other people feel. That's just gonna put more fuel on the fire. That's gonna put more guilt onto them and make them want to do it more. Um, don't try to take the weapon away from your friend. If you can, try to talk them into giving it to you, but don't try to take it away from them, because they can get hurt and you can get hurt as well. Um, don't leave your friend alone if they're in a crisis. So if these suicidal thoughts hit this person, don't leave them alone. That's the worst thing you can do. And don't give up hope, because it's going to be a long, long road. It's going to be rough. It's going to get tough on you. But don't give up. So, know the suicide warning signs. Here are some warning signs that they're expressing hopelessness. If they're sleeping too little or too much. Talking or posting about wanting to die. Making plans for suicide. If they've increased substance use. Looking for a way to access lethal means. Meaning, like, if they're looking for something to overdose on or something like that. Looking for easy ways out. If they've increased anger or rage. If they have extreme mood swings. So if they're showing any of those signs, here's 5 ways to help someone that is showing those signs are at risk. Is number 1, ask them. Honestly, it's really hard to say, yeah, I feel suicidal, or something like that. Like, they're not gonna tell you straight out, and if they do, then they trust you with it. And all I can tell you to do is just be there and get ready for a rough road. Keep them safe is number 2. Keep them safe. During this point in time, if a person is going through this much drastic measures to try to get out of life, then odds are that's not what you want. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to be visiting them at a grave. Don't wait till it's too late. Be there for them now. Help them connect and follow up. So, just check in with them once a day, several times a day, every other day, once a week. Don't make them feel like you've deserted them or anything like that. So, here are some warning signs of suicidal thoughts. Like I said, if they're talking about wanting to die or suicide, if they have reckless behavior, anxiety or something like that, like if they're just full of anxiety all the time, depression is a major thing. You're going to want to look further, get down in the dumps. If they have changes in sleep, feeling hopeless, helpless, or desperate, sudden mood changes, no sense of purpose, anger, if they start giving away their stuff, is something to look out for. Their increase in drugs or alcohol, withdrawals, and putting affairs in order. So honestly, here's what I think. I really think that suicidal people are not getting enough credit for not acting on their suicidal thoughts. I really don't. Those can be very dark times. It can be something that people are struggling with on a daily, and those that do not act upon that, I am so proud of you guys. And those of you that are fighting it, keep fighting. Keep fighting, no matter what. So here is how to respond to self-harm. So don't panic. Stay calm. Don't shame. And be kind. So you're not going to want to go up and be like, oh, you're suicidal, and then like start bashing them or just belittling them, because it's going to make them feel worse in the long run. Talk about it, but don't demand a long talk. Just invite the conversation to happen and listen and care. Don't punish. Mental illness symptoms are not disobedience. So, I mean, we're going through enough already as it is, especially those that are having suicidal thoughts, and we don't need to be punished for our thoughts like that. Therapy is the way to go. And I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to burden other people. I don't want to be bothered with this stupid stuff. No, it's not stupid, honey. Once you get into therapy, it's going to help. I promise. I do it. I mean, I'm in counseling. I'm actually working on getting back into it. My counselor retired at the end of October, and I've been waiting for them to kind of get me back enrolled into going to counseling, and let me tell you, it helps so much. And honestly, like, people are different. I mean, like, they do, like, a whole group session and stuff like that, but honestly, I prefer one-on-one. I like sitting there and just talking to someone. Being able to talk about it is life-changing. It can help take off the edge so much. Okay, another thing you're gonna want to do is assess urgency. Offer care, first aid, emotional support for doctor visits or ER. So if it gets bad enough, which, I mean, suicidal's bad in itself, but if it gets bad enough, make sure you're that person to be able to take them wherever they need to go. Check yourself, care for yourself, get support, but respect privacy. As much as I hate to admit it, dealing with someone that suffers with suicidal thoughts can be a toll on yourself as well. Pay attention. It's not likely attention seeking. Blech. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read it off my phone. I've taken notes on what I was gonna say. Actually, I've been planning to do this video for about 3 or 4 days, but I haven't figured out what I was gonna say in it. And now that I've finally figured it out, I've taken notes on my phone about it. Anyhow, pay attention. It is not likely attention seeking, but increased suicidal risks. What? That makes no sense to me. I'm sorry. I'm just gone. I'm sorry. I did a video before this one that I was originally gonna post, but guys, let me tell you, I broke down so hard in that video because, well, honestly, as much as I hate to admit it, I am a suicide survivor. I attempted suicide back in my teen years. I was about 17, 18 years old. And I hate talking about this, but honestly, guys, it really needs to be addressed. It needs to be talked about. I was about 17 or 18 years old, and I was being bullied at school. I was a victim of being bullied. And my mom was taking me to school because I had missed the bus. So she took me over to the school. And I so badly did not want to get out of the car to go. I didn't want to go in there. I didn't want to face all that. And I hate putting this out there. Guys, I cut. I was in a cutting stage. And I did it. Trigger warning for this. For those that this bothers, I'm sorry. I cut myself 3 or 4 times with a pair of scissors I found on the floor. It wasn't deep. It was just surface cuts. But, like, I did it, I guess, as a release. Which at the time I looked for a release quite often. I'm not proud of it. You know, I did it right when my mom was coming up to the car, so she saw it happen, and thankfully she acted quick. She went in the school, she got the counselor that was there. The counselor that was there talked to me about the issue and stuff like that, and they ended up helping me through it. And, I mean, I'm in counseling now, but it's not for suicide. I'm not suicidal anymore. Thank goodness. I've fought out of that dark patch that I was in there. I still have a lot to work on because I still suffer from, like, anxiety and stuff like that. But I'm no longer suicidal. And that's the reason I want to help everybody that I can get through the suicidal thoughts, is because it's so not worth it. If I'd have taken my life that day when I was attempting it, I would not be here where I'm at today. I wouldn't have my 2 beautiful children. I wouldn't be here serving my purpose to save you guys. This is what I want to do. I want to be able to help everybody I can. And honestly, I know you guys don't know me, but let me tell you guys something. If you guys ever need anybody to talk to, anytime, I don't care what time it is, I don't care if it's 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll talk to you. I don't care if we talk all night long. If you're feeling suicidal and you need someone to call out to, don't be afraid to call out to me. We have our We Are the Warriors page on Facebook. If you're looking it up on Facebook, if you have a Facebook and you're looking it up, it's We Are the Warriors. It's got the semicolon on it. Okay, so when you pull it up, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys real quick. Let me just go ahead and show you what it looks like so you know what to look for. So you go to your search bar, you type in We Are the Warriors, and this is the page that's going to pop up. This is our page. This is We Are the Warriors. And we are here to get through this together. We're there for you to call out to, no matter what, no matter when, no matter where. I don't care. I'll talk to you no matter what. I'm not judgmental. There's no reason for that. There's no reason to be judgmental. I'm not going to freak out. We're here. And together we can get through it. And you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not by yourself. I've been there before. Psyko Speaks also has an email address for those of you that don't have a Facebook page. We have an email address at psychospeaks@gmail.com. I'm gonna get a phone number for it too, so there's a number. I'm gonna get a number for y'all to text or whatever. for those of you that do want to reach out. There's other ways too. As bad as I hate to admit it, you could search. I mean, you're not gonna wanna do this. It's the last thing that's gonna be on your mind, is searching on, the web about things about suicide. But in the long run, it's gonna help. I mean, it may not seem like it's gonna help at first, and it may seem stupid or whatever, but it's gonna help, I promise you guys. You just gotta have faith and be consistent with it. Just stick with it. Anywho, guys, I'm signing off. I'll see you guys on the next run. Don't forget to check in with everybody. Like I said before, their life means that much to you. Help save them. I love you guys. I love you all. Please subscribe to my page. Check out my other pages, or my other videos, or whatever. We're in this together. I love every one of you. And I know you're thinking, how can you love me? You don't know me. But guess what, honey? I'm telling you right now, if you can hate for no reason, I can love for no reason. I don't have to know you to love you. That's why I'm here. Your life means so much to me. It's so important to me, guys. Just keep fighting. Hold on. Don't give up. Life is tough. But so are you. See you guys.